Hello everybody and welcome to your weekend tarot advice. This is for Saturday and Sunday, October 6th and 7th. I will start with the moon phase. If you are not interested in that, go ahead to the timestamp for your sign below. Alright guys, so we have a waning crescent moon in Virgo all weekend, which is leading up to the new moon, which is happening late on the 8th or in the night or on October 9th, just depending on where you live in the world. So this weekend is a good weekend for cleaning, for purging, for reorganizing, for really thinking about what you want, what changes you want, and not just, in the month ahead, but we're getting ready to end the year soon. So, what do you want for 2019? This is a great weekend to really think about that, and you will feel motivated to have some follow through on those changes. And also, because we're under Virgo, you're going to be very critical. And this, I'm not saying this in a negative way. It's like you see detail of things that perhaps you normally would miss, okay? So let's see what Luna has to add to this. Oh, okay. She says the energy is gaining momentum. So she's talking about the waxing moon phase, which is going to begin as soon as we get through this Libra new moon. So yeah, this is a great time to think about changes that you want to make and begin implementing them. All right. Through the weekend, it's more about planning, making lists, cleaning, reassessing, being very honest and real with yourself. Also, have a sense of, rationality and being practical in what you are wanting to achieve for yourself. There's nothing that you cannot do, but all things truly take time. And when you're trying to change, very ingrained patterns of thinking, of behavior, it takes some work to really switch that around. But, varying opinions, anything you do for 30 or 40 days is going to become your new habit. So maybe some of the changes you've tried to make in the past just haven't stuck because you didn't give them enough time to fully root, okay? So the weekend is a great time for all of these things and dreaming big for the future, but having a realistic expectation that things do take time, okay? So those are the messages from Luna. I will start with Sagittarius. If you are not a Sagittarius, go ahead to your timestamp below. Hi Sagittarius, how are you guys? Let's see what the energy predominantly is for you over the weekend. All right, you guys got crystals healing, and when I looked at my own cards for this weekend, I'm not a Sagittarius, but I got this same energy. So Sagittarius, if you didn't listen to the moon phase message, very powerful weekend for you to heal, purge, release, rebalance, organize your home, get rid of things you don't need. Think about all the changes that you want for yourself around healing, like what truly needs to be healed and let go of in your life. For me personally, there is a relationship that I know has got to be released, even though it's still present in my life and it's not my desire. I know deep in my heart what needs to be done, and it's just, we all get to that point of, all right, I'm ready to let this go at different paces, okay? So this Sagittarius, what is it that you really need to start focusing on healing and letting go so that you can move forward and open yourself up to, different experiences? Because depending on what needs healing, we close ourselves off, to love, to support, and we don't realize we do that, but we do because we're hurting. We close down, we close off. So what needs healing, Sagittarius? Let's pull some tarot cards to see how you, how you transition through the weekend. So here's going to be Saturday, and we have this Eight of Swords and the Sun in this position. So Sagittarius, yeah, there is something that needs to be healed here. And with these cards coming out, it could be that, like the story I shared with you, you don't feel ready to forgive, you don't feel ready to let the hope or idea go, or you just outright don't feel like you know how to pick up and move on from this point, you know, whatever's bothering you. And some of you, this could be something light, just a, you know, disagreement you had with somebody and it's just really eating away at you. Others of you, this is, you know, much bigger energy, more profoundly felt in your life than that. All right, general reading, so it comes through differently for you guys. But yeah, whatever's holding you back, Sagittarius, this is where we need to focus on healing, okay? So let's see what's up for Sunday. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands. Something is definitely manifesting and happening there. And we have the Devil card. It could involve a Capricorn. With the Sun, could involve a Leo. I just want to point out, you have an 8 and an 8, and then a Major Arcana and a Major Arcana. So Sagittarius, this could be a very powerful weekend if you so choose, okay? It's all about, what do you need to face? Like, that stuff deep down, what do you need to face? Because I see there's some intensity in some of you that needs to be explored, needs to be healed, needs to be released. Others of you, this is something going on with a Capricorn or maybe a Leo. Doesn't have to be, but those energies are coming through strong. And it's this weekend, you have an opportunity or a chance to, you know, clear the air, mend bridges, potentially somebody apologizing to you, offering you some healing, or you're talking to somebody this weekend that just really helps you out, helps you see things from a different perception, okay? Or you come across some information that allows you the release, but you've got to make it your intention, because everything I say here, if it's not your intention and you're not participating in your own life in, you know, moving towards healing, if that's what you really desire, then none of this means anything. Honest to God, it doesn't, because this is energy that's available for you, and it's up to you to say, okay, yeah, I'm ready to let this go. And I have no judgments. Like I said, I have a relationship in my life that I really need to abide by this reading myself, okay? So I get it 100%. It is not easy, but if you make it your intention, I promise you, you will start making progress, okay? So Sagittarius, let's see how the weekend ends, how it all plays out. Definitely looks like a conversation is manifesting here. Some of you may know about this, or it's a conversation that you know you need to have, but you've been like holding back because maybe what you have to say you don't want to say, you know? It's just different for all of you, but it's like it's finally happening this weekend. All right. Outcome, yes, joy, rejoicing in the present. That is so lovely, Sagittarius. And look at all those beautiful fall leaves matching the decor here. Quite synchronistic. Yes, free yourself. Have that conversation. Trust that all things happen for a reason. Have no guilt for different people you had to let go of, even if you feel like you're missing them or you're feeling a bit nostalgic and like, should I have done that? Sagittarius, if you are truly better off, there is your answer. Sometimes, like I said, it's just really hard to let go of things because they meant so much, or we're so invested in how something was supposed to turn out. And here it's like, if we just face what we fear, we face what needs to be healed and make it our intention and work towards that, the energy just starts flowing, Sagittarius, and we're happy. The weekend brings about healing and happiness ultimately for you guys, okay? So those are your messages, Sagittarius. I'm wishing you a very wonderful weekend. Take care. Hi, Capricorn. How are you? Let's see what the predominant energy of your weekend is. Oh, cards are jumping. Might be a very busy weekend. Maybe some of you got a lot going on. Okay, wow. So we've got fragmented here, but what's good about this card, Capricorn, is we are finally starting to collect the pieces of ourself, or we are finally starting to collect the information and understanding that we needed about a certain situation or relationship or person, all right? So where we've been kind of feeling scattered, confused, in pieces about a person or situation, the energy of this Virgo crescent moon, waning crescent moon, I should say, over the weekend is offering you the opportunity to bring your pieces back together and recognize, you know, all things happen for a reason and nothing is for naught. Even if it didn't turn out the way that you hoped or you wanted, it still means something. So let's pull some tarot and see what comes out to support this card here. Maybe it's like how these cards are kind of jumping, like your pieces are all jumping to come back together and you feel restored. All right, so we have the Star card coming out. Could involve Aquarius, does not have to, but next we have the Ten of Pentacles, very nice. Then we have the Magician, awesome. And ending with the Three of Swords, yes. So listen, Capricorn, this weekend is offering you an opportunity to like bring restoration to yourself. And whatever this is, it's truly different for all of you. It's some of you, this is something kind of small. Others of you, this is something really big and significant that you have been dealing with, okay? But what I see here is some happiness, some magic, some unexpected abundance of some kind, whether that's materially, you know, some of you, maybe you go gamble, you had plans to go to the casino this weekend with your friends or with your family, and you know, it works out well for you. Doesn't mean like you're winning this $10,000 jackpot. I mean, I could be, this is a general, but it's more like you're happy. It's going in your favor. Like you're not walking out of the casino broke, right? You're breaking even, or you have a little bit extra. There's some happiness to this, some magic. There's some abundance coming your way, like a wish. And it's restoration to you, restoration to a relationship, to a situation. If you've really been needing something, it's like it finally comes through, and we're getting over some heavy energies, some sadness, some heartache. So let's see how your weekend wraps up, Capricorn. It looks really nice. And also, you know, this is a confirmation from the universe to believe in your dreams or believe in your cause or what you're trying to reach for. Don't let sadness, don't let the past hold you back or stop you or prevent you, you know, from achievement, from success, from prosperity, because I see it for you, Capricorn. There's some goodness that can be had out of, you know, heartache and pain, and I see that here for you guys. And finally overcoming some heavier energy that you've been dealing with this weekend. So let's see what the overall outcome is. Oh, nice. Look at that. So Sagittarius also received this. Joy, rejoicing in the present. Yes. And look at those beautiful fall leaves, okay? And it just fits so nicely with the decor of my background right now, and I love it. I feel like that's a synchronicity for you, Capricorn. Yes, ultimately, it's like we are coming back together somehow, some way, which, you know, brings happiness. Some of you, it's like a wish that's actually happening, whether big or small. We're overcoming some heaviness, and we're finally like in a place of happiness and joy. So ultimately, it's like the weekend ends on a very high note, Capricorn, which is very nice. So there you have it. Those are your messages for today, Capricorn. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for you guys today. Well, this weekend, I should say. All right, primary energy for the weekend. What does it look like? Ooh, we got pendulum decision, Aquarius. Looks like we've got to come into a decision about something for many of you. And even if you're watching this early on Friday before the weekend comes and you're like, oh, there's nothing I need to really think about or decide. Well, something could spring up this weekend for you. But this could be where maybe somebody gives you an ultimatum. Maybe somebody gives you an offer or opportunity. You give somebody an offer or opportunity or extend your cup somehow, some way, all right? Or you're just on the fence about something. There's something going on inside. You know, maybe you're trying to decide between two different people. You're trying to decide if you want to move to like a new location. No different for all of you, but there's something that is on your mind, Aquarius, and you feel for whatever reason like you've got to finally decide and make the decision about it this weekend. So let's pull some tarot and see what comes out there. Ooh, so you got the Hanged Man in this position, which is like we're seeing things clearly, actually, and kind of from a much deeper spiritual perception. Wow, here's your own card, which is about wishes and happiness. And then we have the Hierophant in this position, could be dealing with the Taurus or maybe even a fellow Aquarius. And lastly, we have the Four of Swords. So Aquarius, what I'm seeing here is you are coming into deep truth, deep understanding about something that is very spiritually based, okay? And you are recognizing like maybe you need to either become a bit more conventional and traditional about something, or you need to take the opposite approach to that, okay? Just depending. So this weekend, I see you're coming into a deep spiritual perspection about what you just can no longer deny, no longer engage in, no longer try to push against, and you have to make a decision about this. And some of you, it's going to be very traditional, and some of you, it's going to be the opposite of that. So apply it how it fits. So I'll pull a card to see how your weekend wraps up. Okay, so we got Hearth, happiness in our hearts and our homes. So Aquarius, yeah, you are making some sort of big decision this weekend, and it has a lot to do with your home, with your location for some of you, okay? Others you view, this could be about a relationship or some big change you want to make in your life. Maybe some of you are trying to become more spiritually aligned with your life journey. Others of you, you know, there's an element of what you really want, and maybe you want to move into a home, you want to buy your own place, but you've been really feeling like, oh, I could never do that, I could never do that, and you're coming into the decision this weekend where you're like, you know what, no, I can make that happen. So it's almost like where you were feeling kind of hopeless and doubtful and like this could never be, you are changing your mind on that on Saturday, where you are feeling excited. On Sunday though, you might be a little kind of about it, but ultimately, Aquarius, follow your heart. Follow your heart. That's how you make your decision. And look, the pendulum's even in the shape of a heart. Follow your heart, and that will not lead you wrong with whatever you got to decide this weekend, okay? So those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi, Pisces. How are you? All right, let's see what the weekend has in store for all the Pisces out there. Okay, right there. Right there. Ooh, we have spells, alchemy. So Pisces, listen, this weekend, you know, whether you are just introspecting, okay, about different things that you would like to happen or change in your life, or there's new information or new opportunities coming to you this weekend that is really going to help you with something you're working on, a project, a goal, a dream, an achievement, a big time change you want to make. Maybe some of you are thinking of a surprise for somebody. But ultimately, this is like, there's a lot of healing being offered to Pisces this weekend. There is a lot of like information, help, support for you to move forward or for you to overcome. And what that is truly different for each and every one of you, right? Because this is just a general reading. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say to this, or to add to this, I should say. All right, so we have the Emperor, could involve an Aries for some of you. Next, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Nice, could be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now over here we have the Two of Pentacles. And now we have the Two of Cups. Okay, Pisces. So we've got two twos here, which I would normally be thinking you might have a decision that you've got to make on Sunday, okay? But listen, it's like on Saturday, either there's somebody showing up to support you, to help you out, to give you guidance, give you resources, something with whatever you're working on. And, you know, if you're trying to heal or do any sort of self-help, it might be like you're going to a conference, or you're going to go get a Reiki healing, or maybe even you're getting your own tarot reading. But it's like there's a lot of support being offered to you on Saturday somehow, some way, Pisces. And that leads you into Sunday, where we're like trying to decide something about a specific relationship. Now, the Two of Cups on that side, this is something close to your heart. This isn't just like, you know, a friend you talk to occasionally. This is something that really matters to you. And it's like we're trying to juggle a couple things to, you know, make all of our commitments on Sunday. Or you have two people kind of just show up saying, hey, Pisces, hey, I'm all about you. What's up? Different for all of you, obviously, but it's like we're in some sort of conflict and struggle with one relationship, or like trying to decide between two people, or like trying to meet all obligations we've committed ourselves to on Sunday. But Pisces, ultimately, I just feel like you're getting a lot of support. And look, you have two people here, and then we have the two twos. So I feel like there's two people that are predominantly important this weekend, and either you're helping them heal, they're helping you with something, or they're offering you an opportunity, and you're almost like, whoa, this is something I really want to do. But, you know, whatever they're offering you, Pisces, they are definitely in it. They're being tried and true with the Knight of Pentacles in that position. So let's see how your weekend wraps up. All right, so we have the Owl. Wise seeing, wise action. Wow, Pisces. Any sort of confusion that you have, and I just love it. Look at what the next card would be. Joy. Capricorn and Sag got this, and I just love it because it matches the decor, but nice that that would be the next card out. Anyways, Pisces, this is all about you listening to your inner voice. Any sort of struggle, conflict you have here, like listen to your inner voice. But it almost might be like where you're really doubting what somebody's saying or offering you, but they're being real. Like they are being real. And that's why I think your intuition, your spirit would tell you, yeah, this is legit. But it's like you're suspicious either of that particular person or what they're saying or what they're offering you. And I don't really think you need to be. It's just that's in you. There's a healing either you're offering or is being offered to you. And it's all about two different people. And really trust your intuition. Don't let your mind get suspicious and spin stories, because I don't see any sort of malicious intent towards Pisces at all in this reading, okay? So Pisces, those are your messages for the weekend. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi Aries, how are you? Let's see what the weekend has in store for all the Aries out there. All right, so we have a handwriting, authenticity. So Aries, you might receive some communications this weekend, most likely through email or text or social media, just because, you know, this is coming out. Or you are very much thinking about, you know, I don't even think, no. There's some sort of conversation taking place for you this weekend. And it's through text, through email. And there may be a sense for you to want to hold back and not really say everything you're thinking and feeling, or whoever you're communicating with is like holding back and not being truly authentic in what they're saying. So let's see, why is that? What's this conversation about? And it could be with anybody, like your mom, your dad, your grandma, your sister, your friend, your spouse, you know, your child. This is just a general reading, so it's different for all of you, but it's like you have this really big focus on some sort of conversation or some sort of like letter, email you received. So let's see here. All right, so we have the Sun in this position, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So Aries, what I see here is almost like somebody has been dishonest with these two cards, okay? They've said or they've done something very shady or dishonest, wrong, led you astray, but this is general, so this could really go either way, whether you were not fully revealing yourself to somebody or somebody's not fully revealing themselves to you, or again, there's some sort of deception, dishonesty, and betrayal, and we're kind of focused on that. And it's like maybe you read something, you read a text, or you see something on social media, or somebody tells you about this energy, or you are finally deciding to tell somebody about what you know about something that's, you know, on the low and isn't exactly an honest energy. There's just a focus of that on Saturday, and I don't feel like this is a shockaroo to you, so it's not like that type of energy. It's I don't know, there's just dishonesty. So if you are talking with somebody and you just feel like they're full of crap or not giving you the whole story, you are 100% on that. Like, you trust you. If you know about some deception, you know, you might really be considering telling the other people involved or whoever it would predominantly impact and affect, something along those lines. But as we move into Sunday, you know, it looks like there's some solace and some retreat for you. You know, you're supported, you're loved, you're not alone. But it's almost like you have to cut yourself off or distance yourself from somebody. So Aries, if there's somebody in your life who, you know is shady, this is not a news flash to you, whatever this is. Like, if you know that despite the connection, it might be best for you to, you know, separate yourself and put some distance there until they can own up, all right? Now, since this is general, if this is you, all right, and you've done something and you know you've done something, I really feel like the other person affected or other people affected are going to keep distance between you until you come clean and are completely authentic to them about it, despite how much they may love you, okay? General reading, so it could truly go either way. But Aries, you trust your intuition and you don't be afraid to hold out if you know somebody lied, is being shady, whatever, okay? You stand your ground and you demand the truth, whole truth, and nothing but, and you'll eventually get it. You just can't break down. You've got to assert yourself and be very strong and bold in it, okay? So let's see how the weekend wraps up. And also, you guys, this could be a conversation or something that happened in the week and you're just really, you know, thinking about it. Sometimes our thoughts think us, right? We just can't put it down. We're so emotionally triggered by it, and that could be the case. But again, by Sunday, I definitely see you have some support and you're feeling better about whatever this is. All right, so how the weekend ends. Look at this, scrying intuition. Yep, Aries. You know, with that being the outcome there, some of you, it's like you just knew, and now by the end of the weekend, you know you were not wrong. You're like, yep, I called that, whether it personally affects you or it's just something about in a friend or family member's life and you've been calling it, they've been ignoring, maybe even kind of giving you a cold shoulder because you've been trying to call the attention to the truth, and finally you just wash your hands of them and say, you know what, fine, you handle this on your own, even if it did hurt you. And now they may be coming back and saying, you know what, Aries, you were right all along and I'm sorry. Or you're finding out you were right all along, and you know, it is what it is. So Aries, those are your messages for this weekend. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi Taurus, how are you guys? Let's see what the weekend has in store for you guys. Okay, so with this, Taurus, it's a great weekend for healing and recollecting ourselves, all right? There may be some energy offered from other people, you know, that help you with this, or this is where you are finally deciding, because we're under this waning crescent moon in Virgo, where you're like, you know what, I'm done with the past, I'm done with hurting over XYZ. I want the pieces of me back. I'm ready to be restored and whole and move forward and believe in myself and have confidence in my dreams and what I want to do. Screw the past. Screw the people that left me behind. I'm moving forward with my head high. Like, that's the energy of this card. So, Taurus, let's see. Let's pull some tarot. And also with this, you know, if there's a relationship or some relationships that you've been struggling with the last week or a few weeks, this weekend could bring about a lot of healing for you guys through communication, things like that. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Nice. Gosh, thank goodness, Taurus. I'm like, oh my God, this is some heavy energy. What? But naturally, if we're coming back together and there's healing, there is probably a lot of heavy energy you've been dealing with. The Seven of Pentacles in this position is where things did not work out, things did not pan out, and you ended up carrying the burden, or you know, having to clean everything up, clean up the mess, the fallout, all of it. And this is where you've been feeling very much alone, okay? So maybe on Saturday, we're just really thinking about this and we're coming to that place of, you know what, screw everybody, I'm going to do me and what's right for me, and, you know, that's going to be that. Others of you, you know, I caution you for Saturday, if somebody is supposed to help you with something or do something, you know, they might not follow through. They might be like, oh, this came up, or I've hurt myself, or I'm not feeling good, or I just can't accommodate you because of my schedule. Okay, there could be some of that. Now, others of you, if you have committed yourself to helping somebody, but you're finding that today you just can't possibly make that happen, you know, if you try to, and you try to follow that obligation and put yourself aside, it's going to be too much, okay? And you're going to feel really alone. And by Sunday, you're not going to be happy that you self-sacrificed for somebody else's needs. Like, so if that's the case today, Taurus, do not self-sacrifice if it's really going to put you out. Like, I feel you'll have some regret about it on Sunday, you know. And if somebody was supposed to be there for you and they kind of bone out on you, I feel like they have some regret about that on Sundays. So don't be angry, don't flip out, you know, just let them stew in their own energy. And I think they're going to feel pretty bad that they let you down and didn't come through for you, because here is where we have victory. Here is where we're moving on from disappointment, from the struggle of feeling alone, from sadness, you know, regret, remorse. We're free. We're moving on from that. We've collected ourselves back together and we're moving on. So it ends well, all right? It definitely does. But if, you know, somebody doesn't come through for you, I honestly feel like they feel quite remorseful about it, okay? So let's pull an outcome card, Taurus, to see how your weekend wraps up. All right, home, or I should say hearth. Happiness is in our hearts and our homes. So, I feel that's kind of, no, I'm going to go with this. You know, again, with the Chariot wrapping up your Sunday and this being the card, I feel like happiness is restored. You know, if there's somebody who's really been letting you down and not being there for you, I really feel like there's a sense of remorse and they are expressing that to you this weekend. Or if you feel like you've really been letting somebody down, you are feeling that and you are expressing that to them, all right? I just see the first start of the weekend kind of being heavy, and, you know, feeling let down or just feeling kind of burdened, feeling on your own, like, oh, this is a lot, or I can't accommodate everybody. And then Sunday, we're moving on from, you know, any sort of feelings like that. And there's happiness restored in the home and within the heart. So there's like apologies, there's mending, things of that nature. So ultimately, Taurus, your weekend ends on a very high, happy note, which I'm very happy to see that. So those are your messages, Taurus. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi, Gemini. How are you? Let's see how your weekend is set to play out. All right, so we have footprints, direction. So, Gemini, this might be a weekend where a lot of things just start making sense, or you are really coming into the decision within yourself this weekend of what you want, where you want to go, where, you know, even if you've been pretty strong in your convictions of self and what you want and your intentions, there's definitely an elevation to that energy this weekend, okay, with this. But also, those of you who have been feeling kind of directionless and lost and unsure, I feel like we're finally, the way is being offered here. So let's see what the tarot has to add. All right, so we have the Death card, could involve a Scorpio. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Six of Cups. And lastly, we have the Ten of Cups. Oh, look at that, Gemini. Very nice. I have to say, for some Geminis, I feel like there's somebody resurfacing in your world this weekend, saying, Gemini, I really, really want another chance with you. It sucks being without you, because here we have the second chance card and it's a heavy burden, you know, but it's not a heavy burden in the sense of you are a burden. It's a heavy burden to be without you, and I want a second chance, because over here, Six of Cups, the past, nostalgia, sweetness, embracing, crushing, you know, just all those lovely, nice feelings. And then Ten of Cups in this position, that's like the soul connection, where you feel like things are written in the stars. So Gemini, there could definitely be somebody saying to you, like, everything leads me right back to you. You are the one, like, I want to be with you. the whole 9 yards with this. Or Gemini, because this is a general reading, perhaps you are thinking about offering that energy to somebody who you are really missing or feeling like you cannot live without, all right? Others of you that you feel like you're going through any sort of struggle and you're feeling kind of really alone, getting back on your feet, I feel like there's a lot of support being offered to you on Sunday, maybe unexpectedly through friends, through family, through some sort of organization. You know, it's just like if you've been feeling really alone and in the struggle, there's something coming in to help you out and give you more direction so that you're not feeling so alone. So very nice. All in all, Gemini, it's a nice weekend of second chances, of healing, of regrounding ourselves and finding direction forward, because we have 2 tens. So there's something ending and completing, which to me would be, you know, feeling directionless and not knowing what to do. Like that is ending. So let's see what the outcome of your weekend is. All right, Skull of Darkness, blind spots. Okay, so this is basically where, you know, there's things that we think and feel and believe, and there's things about ourselves that we just don't notice or we don't see, or about other people. And I feel that any sort of energy like that where somebody wasn't seeing the truth of you or you weren't seeing the truth of somebody or a situation, it's like now all of that's come to light and we're moving beyond that, okay? We don't have to, like, we might have had some disconnection, disappointment, some sadness about whatever was revealed to be hidden. But now we really want a second chance. We want to move beyond this. Whatever this means for you personally, Gemini, the other person involved is 100% legitimate when they say they want to move beyond this, okay? It's time for you to move beyond this. And I don't know, there's a second chance. And I don't feel, you know, if it is somebody asking you for a second chance and Gemini, you feel like it's just something you cannot do no matter what, that's okay. You know, on Sunday, I don't know, it's a much better energy. There's a lot more love. There's a lot more support. So if we're fighting with anybody on Saturday, on Sunday, it's all good. And the reason for the fight, the disagreement, the disalignment, whatever it is because you weren't seeing the whole truth of something or they weren't seeing the whole truth of something. And it's not like anybody was lying. It's just you legit didn't see. You legit were not aware. It all came out and now we're ready to rebuild and move beyond that. And it looks very promising. So, Gemini, those are your messages for this weekend. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi, Cancer. Let's see how your weekend is going to go. Okay, so we have smoke, prayers. Very nice. Listen, Cancer, this waning moon in Virgo is perfect for this energy. It is time to cleanse. It is time to sage. It is time to reorganize. It's time to clean. Maybe get some Reiki, do some meditation, whatever your personal ritual is for yourself to really cleanse and rebalance your energy field, as well as the primary environment in which you exist, is what is called for here. Like, very good time for you to just clean your space, clean the energy. Also, your prayer is very strong right now, Cancer. You could actually be feeling like some prayers are coming true, which is freeing you from some oppressive or hard energy, like new job, new resources coming in, new connections, somebody helping you out unexpectedly. Okay, yeah, look at, as I'm saying that, this is the card that wants to jump out, the Tower, somebody helping you out unexpectedly. All right, so let's pull some tarot, Cancer. All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune in this position. We have the King of Cups. We have the Emperor. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So, water energy could be you, could be a Scorpio. A Scorpio or a Pisces, or fellow Cancer. You could be dealing with an Aries, or we could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo with this card. But Cancer, what I see here is there's somewhere where you're feeling quite blocked, okay? And if you've been taking it personally, like if somebody's been rejecting you, or you haven't been able to get a job, or it's just like the forces of nature are against you, like don't let that chafe away at your self-esteem or who you are, okay? It's just like on Saturday, you know, you're feeling good, but it's like, what's wrong? Like, why isn't the energy moving? What is the blockage here? What is the holdup here? What can I do different? What do I need to know? What do I need to understand? You know, all of that type of energy. And then over here on Sunday, it's like, you almost want to give up on working hard or at working towards something. You're feeling kind of like, I just want to give up at this. And I don't feel, based on this energy, that you should be making any decision really about anything this weekend. The energy's blocked right now with whatever you're asking about, and that doesn't mean that it's permanently blocked. It's just right now it is. So acknowledge that and know things are probably going to change in time. So don't throw your hands and give up, especially if it's something you've worked really hard at, all right? It's all about rebalancing our energy, saging our space, organizing our space, you know, through this. And you have a lot of power in prayer as well, okay, Cancer? So let's see how your weekend wraps up. All right, so we have the Cauldron, synergy and healing. Yes. Listen, there's, to me, with this coming out, exactly what I've already said. It's not the right time for something yet, regardless of what that is. The energy is blocked for purpose, but it's not like it's always going to be that way. Really think inside yourself, where do I need to balance? What do I need to change about me? What could I do differently? Because giving up is not the answer, even if that's what you're feeling. I just think you need to change your thinking, change your emotion, tweak how you're doing something, maybe give it more time, recognize in divine timing, you know, it's different for each and every one of you. But Cancer, don't give up, even if you're just frustrated. The energy will shift and change. It's just a bit blocked right now, okay? So, Cancer, those are your messages for this weekend. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi, Leo. How are you? Let's see what your weekend has in store. All right, so we have dictionary, communication. So Leo, this is a weekend about conversations, whether verbally, through text, through email. It's like it's time to communicate. Either somebody's trying to communicate with you, you needing to communicate with somebody else. Lots of conversation, but through conversation, it's like we finally are figuring stuff out and we're no longer assuming or guessing. It's like finally coming into clarity and great understanding. Communication is a beautiful thing, right? But sometimes it is so hard to do, right? Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to add, Leo. All right, what? We're feeling blocked from communication. What's this about? Or is who we're trying to communicate with blocking us out? Let's see. Next we have Page of Pentacles. Some of you, this could have to do with your child or somebody younger than you. Could be a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo coming out as the Page of Pentacles there. But it's like maybe for some of you, you're trying to communicate and express yourself, your side to this person, and it's like they just block you out, they just don't hear you, or they're trying to really tell you their side and you're blocking them out, you just don't hear them, okay? Next out, we have the Seven of Wands, and then lastly, the Queen of Swords. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. Next out would also be the Page of Swords. So just thought I would say that. Lots of communication. Listen, Leo, or, you know, if Saturday it's like we can't see eye to eye, we can't have this conversation, Sunday looks like a much better day for it, all right? On this day, here we are open, we're feeling humbled, we're being very logical, we're being very practical and rational, we're not caught up in our emotional body, you know, we're not working off of upset emotions. It's just, this is really good energy on Sunday. So if Saturday, it's like no matter what, you just can't get through to each other, on Sunday, it looks like a much more lucrative day for communication and really expressing ourselves. And it's like the emotions are finally tempered down. So if you have to talk to somebody, even if they're coming at you on Saturday, you might wait until Sunday to talk about things. I just feel like that's a much better energy than on Saturday for whatever reason, okay? It's like the communication is blocked, even though that's the predominant energy of your weekend, and you might be spinning your wheels trying to do it on Saturday. So wait till Sunday. The energy is much more ripe, okay? So let's pull a card to see the outcome of your weekend. All right, look at this. We have Graveyard, unnecessary fear. Very nice, Leo. You don't have anything to worry about, all right? Everything's going to be okay. The communication, the conversation is going to eventually take place. It will, all right? Doesn't look like Saturday's the best day for whatever reason. Sunday looks like a much more promising day. And don't worry about things like, don't let your mind spin stories and create a lot of unnecessary fears and doubts within you, okay? I think it's all going to be all right, and Sunday's a better day to try to smooth things over, or whatever the case may be for you personally, all right? So those are your messages for this weekend, Leo. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi, Virgo. How are you guys? Woo! You guys maybe got a lot going on this weekend. Whoa. Let's see how your weekend's gonna go. All right. So, ooh, nice. We got the Wheel of Fortune. We got the Fate card. Very nice, Virgo. So with this card coming out, it's either like everything that does happen this weekend is your fate, is your destiny, or you're feeling like how everything is playing out this weekend is so synchronistic, so fated, you're just like in awe, all right? So a couple different messages there, but it's all about your destiny this weekend. Or maybe some of you are just in deep, deep contemplation mode about what your destiny is and what you want to do, and, you know, how you want your future to look, because the moon is in your sign all weekend, Virgo, even if it's waning, okay? So let's see what the tarot has to add. Ooh, nice. Look at this. First card out is the World. Okay, followed by the Emperor. Next out, oh my God, this is too good. Wheel of Fortune and Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune in this position is the side we want it. Here the energy's blocked. Here it is wide open and things are going our way. Yes, Virgo. And then lastly, we have the King of Cups. So, could be dealing with an Aries, could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but Virgo, oh my God. It looks like we're finally ending a hard cycle of energy, whether with a specific person or just in general. Like if you've been feeling down and bad and drained this weekend, I don't know, it's like destiny is on your side. The angels are singing your name. The sun is shining on you. It looks fortuitous. It looks prosperous. It looks, you know, if you're really working hard to establish yourself in your own sort of, like being self-employed or bringing about some sort of dream, goal, ambition, there is definitely some success to that this weekend, Virgo. Any new ideas that come to you, you should really take them and run with them. I feel like you could make something of it. You know what I'm saying? And by the, you know, by Sunday, it looks like you're just feeling really good and satisfied inside. So, oh my gosh. I just can't believe that the Wheel of Fortune in the Divination deck and then in the Tarot deck both came out. I mean, there's, you know, wow. Anyways, Virgo, so let's take a look at the outcome for your weekend. And I just might add, there's no minor cards here, all major, all nice major cards. Some of you, this might be where you've got to fight and really assert to get what you want, to get your way. But I feel like more it's just flowing. It is just flowing for Virgo this weekend. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. All right, the veil, the future. Yes, Virgo. You guys, there's something very powerful about this weekend, whether it's just in your thoughts and which you are making your intention and projecting forward for yourself, for the future. And I'm telling you, Virgo, your intention, if you follow through, you're going to manifest freaking magic. Like it's like all the forces of nature are on your side for success. So jump on that bandwagon, okay? Others of you, the way things are playing out this weekend, I feel like you kind of had some foresight about it, like you knew all along this would happen. But lastly, any sort of signs and synchronicities you get about the future or what's going to happen or what's up ahead, trust yourself, Virgo. This is a magical weekend. Very fortunate, very lucky. Just wow. That's all I got to say. So Virgo, those are your messages. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi Libra. How are you? Happy birthday to those of you that have a birthday this weekend. All right, so let's see the predominant energy. Oh, wow. Okay. For you guys, we have the arrow focus. So, Libra, this is pointing out to you that you may be very scattered in your energy, in your intentions, in what you want. Meaning, like, you could be asking for multiple things, but they're in conflict with each other, and you might not be recognizing that. Or you're splintering your energy into too many projects, too many different buckets of activity, or too many different people in your life right now, like friends, family, you know, romance. There's just too much of you being expended out, or you are putting too much of your energy into too many different baskets. So either that or you just have one incredibly busy, jam-packed weekend. Okay, so let's see what the tarot adds. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. Could be your energy, could be a Gemini or an Aquarius. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Lovers. There's some more Gemini energy. And we have the Seven of Wands. Nice. Libra, there could be some conversation taking place this weekend with somebody. Maybe you guys haven't been talking or have had really strained conversations. It's like either you or another person is ready to have a different kind of conversation this weekend. And I have to say, some of you, this is like where it's like, hey, I want to be with you, because this is the Lovers, and then the Seven of Wands in this position is all about an elevation and status, okay? So some of you, you know, it's like you're finally putting yourself out there to somebody, or somebody's putting themselves out there to you. Or some of you, you could just run into somebody from your past, whether friend or romantic. I mean, this is a general reading, and you just run into this person, or you guys, one of you reaches out to the other. It's like there's been some blockage, some lack of communication, but now here on Saturday, we're finally talking again, and maybe we're talking about a lot of different things, and that's why we have the arrow here. Or, you know, the conversation is just going really, really fast, but it's like something you've been separated from. And now here we're finally communicating and having a conversation. And this is like something close to your heart, like a lover or a friend, you know, and it's like, okay, let's be together, or let's move in, let's get committed, you know, whatever the elevation would be for you, that's what we're doing here. So Libra, very nice weekend, very nice weekend. If you're going on a date for the first time, it looks really good. It does. Any new connections this weekend have a lot of promise. Looks like a weekend of reconnection, okay? And with the arrow, maybe Libra, some of you, there's going to be a lot of people reaching out to you, especially with the Seven of Wands there. You just have a lot of attention going on, I feel. Okay, so let's see. We got the Jack-o'-lantern. We've got protection. Nice. Yeah. Libra, don't worry about anything really, okay? If you've been fighting with a friend or a family member or your romantic partner, it's okay. Like, you guys are going to move past it. Everything's going to be okay by Sunday. There's a lot of angelic love and protection around this relationship. Again, whether it's lover, friend, or family, okay? If we've been having a lot of disagreements, butting heads, I feel like Saturday the energy softens, and then by Sunday all is well, all right? And it's like, don't worry about anything. All around you is protected right now, okay, Libra? So those are your messages for this weekend. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi, Scorpio. How are you? Let's see what's coming out for your weekend, Scorpio. All right. Ooh, we got coins. We got abundance. Scorpio. This is very nice. There is something coming your way this weekend of a material nature, whether it's a gift, whether you're winning a little bit of cheddar. You know, maybe on Friday you got an unexpected bonus or a raise, you know, something like that. There's some abundance coming Scorpio's way this weekend. If you are in, you know, the food industry or any sort of job where you work on tips, I feel like this weekend is a great weekend for tips, like unexpected money, unexpected abundance showing up, people giving you gifts, doing you favors, things just going your way. So very nice, Scorpio. Let's see. Yeah, look at this. There's opportunities showing up with that Three of Wands, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. Yes, so this is like where we've been struggling financially or with resources. Here's some new opportunities showing up and presenting themselves this weekend. And now we have this Queen of Wands, could be Aries, Leo, Sag, and lastly we have this Ten of Cups. Yeah, Scorpio, listen, if you have been fighting with somebody who's near and dear to your heart, I feel like by Sunday you guys are beyond it. You guys have moved beyond this heavy energy. There's just some sort of opportunity presenting itself to you or another person who's very significant to you this weekend, and that's really helping out financially or something to do with material abundance and resources, okay? So let's pull a card to see how your weekend wraps up, because it looks good. It's a lucky weekend. Any opportunities to make money, do it, Scorpio. Tips, again, if you work for tips, I feel like this is a really good weekend to earn tips. And also, it looks like there's some sort of mending of a close tie, close relationship, friend, family, lover. Trick or treat, mischief, and play. So, Scorpio, if you are like if you do entertainment or anything like that, just really kill it this weekend. And I'm telling you, it's bringing you about new opportunities. You're turning new heads. You're being noticed. So any of you that are like out in the spotlight this weekend, or you work for tips somehow, some way, just lay it on super thick, and you're gonna kill it this weekend, and bring forth a lot of abundance. Also, for some of you, just depending on what it is you do, you're gonna be turning heads, and new opportunities are gonna be coming your way. All right. And also, you know, some of you, you might be getting a lot of attention romantically, and I don't really feel like you're all that interested this weekend for whatever reason. You might entertain it, trick or treat, but I don't feel like you're really down for it. But Scorpio, who's ever trying to be in your world, they really mean it. All right. So those are your messages for this weekend, Scorpio. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.